Party, would you like some fruits?
Yes, child.
Would you like hot fruits or cold fruits?
Sometimes the greatest spiritual lessons don't come through long explanations. They come through a smile, a simple question, and a single moment that changes us forever. That is exactly what happened on the sacred hill of Pazhamudhircholai. Today, let us journey to the sixth and the final Arupadai Veedu of Lord Muruga. If you haven't watched our journey through the previous 5 sacred abodes, you'll find the complete playlist linked in the description. Nestled atop a hill covered with lush greenery and dense forest, about 25 kilometers north of Madurai, lies this beautiful temple, also known as Solaimalai Murugan Temple. Just 2.5 kilometers away stands the famous Azhagar Kobil, dedicated to Lord Vishnu. According to tradition, the deity worshipped today at Pazhamudhircholai originally resided there and was later brought to this hill during the reign of King Thirumalai Nayakar. Even today, many devotees choose not to travel by vehicle. Instead, they climb the hill on foot, walking through cool forest paths surrounded by birds, fresh air, and the serenity of nature. It feels less like a journey to a temple and more like a gradual ascent into Muruga's own sacred abode. As we enter the inner sanctum of the temple, we are first greeted by Lord Vinayaka. Proceeding further, we come before Lord Muruga, majestically standing together with his 2 divine consorts, Valli and Deivanai. Nearby is the sacred Adi Veil Sanctum, where Muruga's divine spear has been worshipped for centuries. Among all the 6 Arupadai Veedus, this temple holds a unique distinction. This is the only one where the principal deity blesses devotees together with both Valli and Deivanai. For this reason, countless devotees visit Pazhamudhircholai seeking harmony in family life, unity among loved ones, happy marriages, the well-being of their children, and peace within their homes. Long before the beautiful idol of Muruga stood here, it was a sacred veil alone that was worshipped. According to ancient tradition, only a stone-carved veil was enshrined in the sacred hill. Much later, the wooden idol of Lord Muruga, along with Valli and Deivanai, was consecrated. But why is this veil worshipped with such reverence? According to our scriptures, it was goddess Parvati herself who gifted this divine spear to Lord Muruga before his battle against the mighty Asura Surabatman. With this veil, Muruga destroyed adharma and restored righteousness. Yet, the veil represents far more than a divine weapon. It symbolizes Jnana, the wisdom that pierces through ignorance, the wisdom that destroys the 3 impurities or mummalams in Tamil that binds every soul, the wisdom that ultimately leads the seeker toward self-realization. This profound symbolism continues through the divine forms of Valli and Deivanai standing beside Muruga. As we have discussed in our previous Arupadai Veedu videos, Valli represents Iccha Shakti, the power of divine aspiration or pure desire, while Deivanai represents Kriya Shakti, the power of righteous action, and standing between them is Muruga himself, the embodiment of Jnana Shakti, divine wisdom. Only when wisdom guides both our desires and our actions does life become complete. Valli holds a lotus that forever blossoms under the grace of Muruga's sun-like right eye, while Deivanai holds the blue Nilotphala flower, ever fresh beneath his moon-like left eye. These beautiful symbols reminds us that under Muruga's grace, the life of a devotee remains ever fresh and spiritually blossoming. On a deeper esoteric level, they remind the seeker that the true wisdom balances the solar and lunar energies, that is the Ida and Pingala nadis within us, helping consciousness rise through the central Sushumna channel toward the experience of the divine. The sacred hill of Pazhamudhircholai has inspired saints for thousands of years. The celebrated Tamil poet Nakkirur glorified this divine abode in the Tirumuruga Trippadai, firmly establishing its place among Muruga's 6 sacred abodes. Even today, although it is the last of Arupadai Veedu, devotees from across the world are drawn here not merely by the temple itself, but by the extraordinary peace offered by its forest, streams, and divine atmosphere. At the beginning of this journey, we heard a young boy ask a seemingly innocent question. Pati, would you like hot fruits or cold fruits? At first, it sounded like an ordinary conversation. But that single question, asked beneath the shade of a naval tree, would become one of the most profound spiritual lessons in Tamil tradition. Among the countless devotees who have climbed this sacred hill over the centuries, one story continues to inspire seekers even today. It is the story of one of Tamil's greatest poet saints, Avvaiyar, an elderly woman whose literary brilliance was admired by kings, scholars, and devotees alike. After spending a lifetime enriching Tamil literature and guiding generations through her wisdom, she once rested beneath the shade of a navel tree on this very hill. At that moment, she noticed a cheerful young village boy sitting on one of its branches. Looking down with an innocent smile, he asked, "Pati, would you like some fruits?" Tired from her journey, Avvaiyar gladly accepted. Then came an unusual question. Would you like hot fruits or cold fruits? In Tamil, it becomes even more beautiful. Sutta param venduma, sudada param venduma. It's a very famous narrative. That question puzzled her. Wondering what difference it could possibly make, she simply replied, "Give me the cold fruits." The little boy gently shook the branches and several navel fruits fell onto the sandy ground. Avvaiyar picked them up and began blowing on each fruit to remove the sand before eating. Watching her carefully, the boy smiled and innocently asked, "Pati, I thought you asked for cold fruits. Why are you blowing on them? Are they hot after all?" For a moment, Avvaiyar stood speechless. In that single playful question, she recognized the extraordinary wisdom behind the innocent child. The playful little boy seated on the branch above her was none other than Lord Muruga himself. She immediately bowed before him with deep devotion, not because she lacked knowledge, but because Muruga had lovingly dissolved the tiny trace of pride that can quietly crown even a lifetime of extraordinary learning. She prayed for his grace, realizing that however vast one's learning may become, the ocean of divine wisdom is always greater. This story is not meant to diminish Avvaiyar's greatness. On the contrary, it reveals the greatness of a true seeker. The truly wise never stop learning. Perhaps that is why Muruga chose Pazhamudhircholai for this beautiful Leela. This sacred hill reminds every seeker that spiritual progress is not measured by how much we know, but by how humble we remain while walking the path, always willing to learn from the divine. Even today, devotees visit the sacred navel tree associated with this divine episode. While navel trees generally bear fruit only during the July to September season, the sacred tree at Pazhamudhircholai is traditionally believed to yield ripened fruits during the Iccha Shakti festival that is celebrated 6 days after Diwali, a phenomenon devotees cherish as one of Lord Muruga's divine miracles. Another sacred treasure of Pazhamudhircholai is Nupura Ganga, the holy spring located atop the hill. According to tradition, these waters originated from the anklet Nupuram of Lord Vishnu. Flowing through the herbal-rich forest of hill, the spring is believed to possess remarkable healing properties. Pilgrims visiting Pazhamudhircholai rarely leave without taking a holy dip or receiving the sacred water as a blessing. Just as Muruga cleanses the mind through the wisdom of his veil, Nupura Ganga is believed to purify the body with its sacred waters. Pazhamudhircholai is far more than a final stop among Muruga's 6 divine abodes. It is the gentle reminder that true spirituality blossoms not only through wisdom but also through humility, loving relationships, and inner harmony. Here, Muruga stands together with Valli and Deivanai, teaching us that when wisdom guides our desires and actions, life itself becomes complete. As we conclude our journey through the 6 sacred abodes of Arupadai Veedu, one beautiful reflection naturally arises. As devotees, we cannot help but marvel at how beautifully these 6 divine abodes seem to unfold a complete spiritual journey. At Tirupparangundram, we witness the sacredness of divine union, celebrating the marriage of Muruga and Deivanai. At Tiruchendur, we learned that the righteousness ultimately triumphs over evil. At Palani, Muruga reminded us that true wealth lies in renunciation and inner contentment. At Swamimalai, he became the divine guru, revealing that wisdom is the highest treasure. At Tirutani, he taught us the peace that follows victory and the importance of conquering our own anger. And finally, here at Pazhamudhircholai, Muruga stands with Valli and Deivanai, reminding us that true wisdom finds its fulfillment only when it blossoms as humility, harmony in our relationships, love within our families, and the willingness to remain eternal students before the infinite ocean of divine wisdom. Through his playful Leela with the great Avvaiyar, Muruga gently teaches us to let go of even the subtlest trace of pride, for the journey of learning never truly ends. Perhaps that is the beauty of this final abode. The journey does not end with gaining wisdom. It reaches its fulfillment when that wisdom transforms the way we live, the way we love, and the way we see ourselves. Now tell us in the comments, among all the 6 Arupadai Veedu, which temple touched your heart the most? Or which one do you dream of visiting someday? And if this Arupadai Veedu series has inspired you, give this video a like and share it with the fellow seekers. Also, if you'd like to receive regular updates on our upcoming temple documentaries, Lalita Sahasranama series, Siddhar songs, and other spiritual content, do join our WhatsApp channel using the link given in the description and the pinned comment. May Lord Muruga remove the obstacles in our family life, bless our homes with peace, love, and unity, fill our hearts with humility, and guide us to remain lifelong seekers on the path to the divine. Om Saravana Bhavaya.